Hi everyone, it's time for another video update, which means there's probably something a little more complicated coming up. Oh my god, I'm having so much fun reading your work. I can't hardly keep up. So I have left comments on some of the things, and some of the things I have just read really carefully, and like you saw from hopefully the email this morning, pulled out a few as examples. But man, you're doing particularly good work with about the authors, but doing just great work overall. I had so much fun with your make twos, and I love that you've included your, the kids that your own or others around you. And it's also really cool that some of you are reading each other's books to your kids. Like, this is great. I love returning students. I like y'all, but it's just something cool, and I definitely can connect because I was a returning student myself once upon a time. Feels like a long time ago. So coming up, I'm about to post Make Cycle 4. You only have one more after that, going into our last week. And this time we're going to create your own activities for a partner to try out. So you have a partner that's on the Make Cycle 4 page, and you can find your partner. I think I did an okay job pairing y'all up. I'm looking forward to what you do together. And what'll happen is we'll use the chapters from About the Author to think about unit plans. But you're not going to create a whole unit, which might be something that lasts a week or a month, where you're like, I'm going to focus on an author study or something like that. You're going to do just one little activity that would be a part of a larger project. And I'm hoping that the chapters and some of the student examples from previous semesters that I put will help you make sense of this. So you're going to create something. You're going to pick a mentor text. I have a list to choose from, or you can use any of the ones that we've used before in any of the other Make Cycles. I want you to kind of stay away from the really super familiar books, so we can try out some different books. So I realize you're all familiar with things like Dr. Seuss and probably Where the Wild Things Are, and lots of children's books that I still love, but I want you to kind of play with a newer one. So I have a list that you can choose from. You'll pick one and then pick some element or theme or something that you want a partner to try out as a writing activity. You'll share that by the end of the day, Tuesday. Monday we'll be working through ideas in the chapter and some of the Common Core standards. Tuesday you'll create this activity. And then on Wednesday, the student, your partner, will try out your activity and see how it goes. So you need some clear or generative prompt that helps them think about what they might write. And then they're going to try it out for you and give you some feedback saying, hey, here's what worked, here's what was confusing, this went better than I thought, whatever they think. And when they're done, then you'll write a short few sentence response saying, well, here's how I think it went. They exceeded my expectations, or this is what I would change if I had to do it again, given what they made. Sometimes the student will make something, your partner will make something that you didn't even intend that's still awesome. You just didn't think that's what was going to come out of the activity. So it should be fun for you to have someone try it out for you. That final little reflection part, I say in Make Cycle 4, you may not get to do that until Thursday the 16th, because just depending on everyone's schedules, some of you are getting home from work late and don't get a chance to do things until 10 o'clock at night. So hoping everybody can kind of be flexible. These are 2 assignments, not that this has been an issue at all, but these definitely are 2 assignments where you really just cannot be late because your partner's relying on you to get the activity up, and then the person who made the activity is relying on you to do it so that they can write their reflection. But I don't think that's an issue. You've all been great. So yeah, feel free to email me with any questions if I'm hoping it isn't super confusing. I have like 1 through 8 numbers, and I'm going to, of things that you need to do for this activity. They're not as strict as maybe they look on the page. You can, move those around a little bit. I was just trying to make it so that the assignments had some continuity so it's easier for the peer to read. And I'm going to suggest that you create it in Google Slides. And if you've never used Google Slides before, just Google, how do I use Google Slides? It's really easy. Just because it can be an easy way to share the activity. And that's the examples that I gave you. They were created in Google Slides. You can also do it in a Google Doc, or you could just do it in the post itself. There's certainly lots of ways to do it. But that would be one suggestion. On that note, you have to make sure, if it's in a Google slide or a Google Doc, that you set the share settings to anyone with the link can view, or we won't be able to get to it. So that would be the only thing I'd caution, is just make sure you know how to set those share settings. Again, you can always Google that. How do I set share settings in Google Slides? It's helpful for everything. And then once that's done on Wednesday, we're into just a final make cycle, which is a reflective essay. It's kind of a, for those of you who've had me before, it's a reflection and manifesto of like things you now believe about the teaching of writing. So, and that'll be shared in a Google Doc. I'll talk more about that next week. So for now, you're finishing up. You have till Saturday night to finish up the cycle we're on. You get a whole Sunday off if you want it. Winter session is brutal. And you're doing great. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week will be this you creating your own things. And they're usually really cool. I'm looking forward to reading those as well. I've got my own writing deadlines. I'm trying to work within this class session and reports, and I have a grant to write, and the semester's coming right for us, so I'm prepping my 3 classes. Teaching a grad course, first year comp, and the capstone for English Ed. So I've got the full range of student populations, which I'm excited about for spring. So yeah, hope you are enjoying this Friday. Hope you get a break at some point, and thank you for all the great work you've been doing.